Thousands of years ago, the demon god fell, and the demon tribe had no leader, causing chaos everywhere. Master Zhao Yu, head of the Xiaoyao sect, brought his immortal disciples to Huangyuan to kill the demons, seal it to prevent the monster from escaping. The monsters in the 4 continents went mad at the same time, must have been inspired, and Xianmen didn't know that it was Xiying and Jingnie who were uniting with all the monsters to find the devil fetus and revive the demon clan. The Yue tribe lost the magic fetus, and the demon clan tried hard to find the magic fetus for 500 years but failed. However, the former demon god left 3 magic tools to guide them in finding the magic fetus. Xiying decided to go to Yunchang Pavilion to find the heart of the demon god to wash the marrow. The clues of the seal, and as long as they find the pulp-washing seal, they will definitely be able to guide them to find the magic fetus. There was a change in Tianqi of Hengyang Zone. Chu Xuanzi took his disciples to check. Li Susu successfully cut off the fate of Tantai Jin 500 years ago, and now she has returned. Li Susu hugs her dad and says she did it. Her father answers back and says, "You did it, you survived the thunderstrike." Li Susu was talking about different things. Her father and others' only experience is that Li Susu was gone only for 10 years, whereas she was really gone for 500 years. Chu Xuanzi and others only thought that Li Susu had retreated to cultivate for 10 years, and now she just came back after a catastrophe. Li Susu realized that Xiao Lin is now her junior clan brother. Xiao Lin feels that Li Susu is treating him more coldly for some reason. Chu Xuanzi and Zhao Yu meet to play chess. Although Chu Xuanzi lamented that his daughter Li Susu had finally succeeded in the disaster, he didn't understand why her cultivation base did not increase but retreated. Zhao Yu said that he had never seen Xiying and killed the 2 demons, and heard that the 2 demons had been surreptitiously in the 4 continents and 3 realms recently, so perhaps they have other schemes. Zhao Yu received a letter from his junior clan brother Zhao En. Zhao En went to Yuncheng Pavilion and fortunately he survived. Zhao Yu speculated that the 2 demons went to Yuncheng Pavilion for a conspiracy. The real person Buxu asked Zhao Yu to go to the bank of Ruashui River, saying that there was a strange omen in the southeast, but when he got there he only found a guy there, so he saved him. Zhao Yu said he didn't know whether this trip was a blessing or a curse. Tantai Jin woke up and found that he was not in the Nether River anymore, recalling that after he fell into the Nether River, he saw something red glowing. It was the god-killing crossbow at the bottom of the river. His body absorbed the god-killing crossbow and became one. Tantai Jin learned from the disciples of the Xianmen that he was picked up by the master Zhao Yu, the head of Xiaoyazong. Tantai Jin realized this Xiansen was created by Ming Yi. Zhao Yu showed up and asked Tantai Jin to thank his savior. Tantai Jin thanked him and wanted to return to Ruashui River. He said he must go back to search for that person or else he'd rather die. As he was bidding farewell to Zhao Yu to leave, he saw Xiao Lin and Xiaoyazong who looked exactly like Xiao Lin, who is now Gongye. Tantai Jin called out for Xiao Lin and had a conversation with him and learned he is Gongye. Gongye Jiwu said he was adopted by Buxu. Where he came from he really don't know, and Buxu is now dead. Tantai Jin wanted to thank Jinren Buxu for his life-saving grace, and asked Gongye Jiwu to bring him to the place where Jinren Buxu died. Gongye Jiwu summoned the consciousness of the real person Buxu, and Tantai Jin discovered that the real person Buxu was Pang Eji. After Tantai Jin told Gongye Jiwu if he can be alone with Buxu, Gongye stepped away. Tantai Jin asked Pang Eji how to revive Yishiwu, but he didn't get an answer from the real person Buxu. Tantai Jin discovered that there are many doubts in the place of the Immortal Gate. And he learned from Zhao Yu that if he wants the real man Buxu to appear to answer his questions, he needs to first enter the Immortal Gate. That way he can understand the magic of the immortal, and use his spiritual power to exchange for the real man Buxu to solve the confusion. Tantai Jin wanted to stay here to find out if Yishiwu was also here, so he asked Zhao Yu to be his master. Zhao Yu said it is not that easy to be in his clan, but he gave Tantai Jin the Nanji sword handed down by his master as a gift to Tantai Jin. If Tantai Jin can awaken Nanji sword, then that day will be the day he can be part of his clan and learn the immortal methods. Li Susu found out that someone was following her. And after asking, she found out that this person was Yuya, a disciple of senior sister Yaowei. Li Susu realized Yuya was also Yufuya, who she saved in her other life as Yi Shiwu when she was a little girl. The two ladies hugged each other warmly. Tantai Jin obeyed Zhao Yu's order and went to the village of Buzhao Mountain. In the village, there is a blind old woman who had been doing good deeds all her life. She waited at the entrance of the village for 15 years regardless of the weather for her dead son. Tantai Jin pretends to be the old woman's Sunjir in order to fulfill the old man's wishes. Li Susu and Yuya went to Jingdu to play, and she asked the storyteller to tell the story of Tantai Jin 500 years ago on the side of the street. Li Susu thought that Tantai Jin had let go of the past and started a new life back then, and thought that he should also let go of the past completely and pursue his own immortal journey. She will also let go and move on. In order to free the blind old woman from the past, Tantai Jin casts a spell to make plum blossoms bloom in front of the door to fulfill the old woman's last wish. The old woman asked him if he knows why people live for. He said he didn't know. She told Tantai Jin that people lived for others, and the old woman knew that Tantai Jin was not her Sunjir, so she thanked Tantai Jin for being with her. She asked him if there is anyone missing him. He said no. He said his mother and father are dead and people who he thought care for him never did. He said he once did have someone, his wife. Then she asked him if he done good deeds, and if he was willing to be a good person to gain his wife back. She told him he has to look around if the blossoms are open. Jier told her that if it were blossoms he would be home. He realized that if the blossoms are open and she thinks that her son is back, then her wish will be fulfilled. He made the plum blossoms and gave it to the old woman. The old woman smelled the fragrance of plum blossoms and passed away after fulfilling her obsession in this life. She told him thank you and that Tantai Jin was a good person. After returning to Zioazong, Tantai Jin met Zhao Yu and wanted to worship him as his teacher. Zhao Yu agreed to accept Tantai Jin as his disciple and changed his name to Song Jiomin and gave him Tantai Jin's his family name. Zhao Yu took Song Jiomin to learn more about Bazaishan and taught him the sword art of Xiaoyao Jiani. In order to forget Tantai Jin, Li Susu switched to the ruthless Dao. She realized she gains more cultivation if she forgets Tantai Jin. Susu didn't want to be trapped in the past and be tortured day by day. She said Tantai Jin moved on now, she just wanted to return to life in fairyland. Song Jiomin met senior brothers Zhang Hai, Zhongfeng, and Zhang Lin in Zioazong. One of the senior brothers asked why Tantai Jin has Master Zhao Yun's family name and questioned if he is related to their master. Then another clan brother reminded Ken Jiomin, Tantai Jin, not to forget to practice swordsmanship, because they were going to participate in the Xianmen Grand competition together. Zhao Yu acts as though he doesn't care about Song Jiomin's cultivation, but in reality he cares a lot. Zhao Yu went to visit Li Susu and her father. He doesn't understand why Li Susu wants to switch to the ruthless way of cultivation, but Li Susu thinks that Tantai Jin is her own love disaster, and now she has made up her mind, and she doesn't want to let her elders get entangled in this matter. Gomye Jiwu found Li Susu and said that his mind had not changed in the past 10 years, meaning he still loves her. But because of Shaolin, Li Susu was afraid of seeing Gomye Jiwu. Li Susu said to Gongye that her feelings for him was like love for a relative, but no romance like love. She will let her father dissolve the prearranged marriage contract. Gomye Jiwu didn't want to give up this relationship, and said no matter what she has gone through, he was willing to do what it takes to win her back. He will wait for her no matter how long it takes. She said she doesn't know the future, but she is willing to let things go as they would. He said he will wait for her.